What is good, yo? Welcome to your favorite weekly podcast, Rebel Broadcast, and I am your host, the kid from Manila making waves, baby, Kobe's, and I am with my partner.
What's up, people? This is Jezreel, straight from the Queen City of the South. And we got...
Hi, I'm Patrick Rizarri.
Hey, no, bro, too formal, man. Hi.
Oh, man.
I like color blue.
Hey, man.
Adobo.
I'm 6'1".
So you're 6'1".
So high.
So you're 6'1".
Yeah, I'm barely 6 foot. I love saying I'm 6'1", so.
Yeah. Pero feel ko talaga madadama ng mga nanonood ngayon, but sobrang wala tayong
Let's
energy.
Dexter Rubber,
Hey,
you know?
You know what it is? It's not pit senior right now. This is quit
Quit
senior.
senior.
So
That's
sa
real
mga
shit.
hindi
This is
nakakaalam.
like day 9 for me right now.
Yeah.
Day 9. Finally done. Man, I'm exhausted. It was super fun,
Yeah.
but I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Sinong
like,
di naka-attend
no.
ng kami naman?
Oh,
Oh.
this guy right here. Jacob, MC Pao, I love you. I'm so sorry. I woke up
sir.
like super late.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's understandable because the whole fucking week was like filled with a lot of people. All venues are
It was
jam-packed.
jam-packed.
It's jam-packed.
Like every bar, even if it's celebrating its 5-year, 7th-year anniversary, hello trademark, but like brand new bars, brand new speakeasies.
Yeah.
Jam-packed, turnovers left and right. Super crazy. Oh, the
Hell.
turnarounds for people coming in, I wouldn't be surprised that not only like hotels are overbooked, but like motels too. You know,
Queensland, man.
they're doing a different kind of pizza in New York.
Yes, sir. For those who don't know, kaya wala kaming energy ngayon. And what we are talking about right now, kasi it's Tuesday, the aftermath of Sinulog. So, you already know,
Hot sauce
man.
is taking a break, man. I'm so happy.
Dude, we got eye bags and layers and layers of
My eye
fucking
bags has eye bags. That's how tired we are.
Dude, I haven't slept for 3 days.
Thank you, bro.
Same
Again,
here.
I will say this though, Sinulog. I mean, this is one of the many things I'm looking forward to every New Year, right? Sinulog, number 1, Chinese New Year, number 2. But regardless, it's always something to look forward to the New Year. Something to look forward to what's going to happen in your career, what's going to happen in your relationship, in money, and everything that you want to look for after your New Year's resolution. Diba? Sinulog for me is like if you're not going to really start on January 1, you're starting after Sinulog.
A jump start. Kasi lalo na in other places, when you say after New Year, January, it's a dead month.
Yep.
It's a dead month.
Yep.
Pero when you say Cebu,
Here's the thing, like, as controversial as it may sound, a lot of people will say that the first quarter is always the slowest quarter. I think it's just like a warm-up now,
yeah.
right? Because let's face it, Sinulog every third Sunday of the year, that whole week is going to be nothing
Non-stop.
but
Non-stop
nothing but
party.
parties, events, right? Events of friends, events of your establishment, right? It's always going to be something to celebrate.
Yes.
And if it's not for Santo Niño, it's something personal, diba? When you say Santo Niño, you say Viva Pit Señor, and then the next line would be for someone that you want to go for, someone that you want to praise for, something you want to, give credit to. So like you would say Pit Señor kay tatay kini, kang nanay kini.
That always comes after the mass. Then everybody would go raise their hands up.
Yep.
Pit Senor.
Exactly. You're giving thanks and you're
That's
showing
Thanksgiving.
your love to someone else and showing love not just for someone else, but you also have to give yourself some reflection as well.
Yeah.
Some love for yourself.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about our personal highlights.
Oh, yes,
as
sir.
DJs.
Yes.
Oh,
As
man.
DJs.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about our
So I
personal
finally slept,
highlights.
Guys, listen to this.
Here at
Check this.
Sinulog.
So Sinulog, huh? I think on the previous podcast I talked about 2016 is my favorite one. Nah, I'm saying this one is my favorite
Yes,
now.
sir.
2025 is my
killer,
favorite
man.
one.
It's the revival everything.
You know what it is too? It's a breath of fresh air too. Not only are there like so many new bars, so many new establishments giving thanks to the patrons, to the regulars, to the customers, but they're really showing off the local talents, not just international, not just national talents, right?
Yeah.
Yes, there's going to be amazing DJs from Manila killing it every night.
Yes, sir.
But you also, like, shout outs to Trademark, shout outs to Ed and Maverick being such visionaries as they are, giving highlights to not just Manila. They're giving DJs an opportunity outside of Cebu, an opportunity for them to DJ, right?
Just so happened, right? The Sinulog Afro Festival happened. And there's like a variety of different acts.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was like, as funny as it's gonna sound like, bro, it was Wakanda forever over there, bro. It was so dope. Sir. I was having an emotional time over there.
Yeah.
Right? The artists, the songs, the music, the vibe. It was such an amazing experience. I loved it.
It's that cultural binding over there, man. So
it's for the culture.
It's for the culture, and it's crossed with the festive vibes over for Sinulog, and it's like in every corner of the room, especially in that area right there in your festival, man. To be honest, there's a lot of things going on, especially how their sound is already a mingle with the locals here.
Yep.
So that's all I can say, man.
You know what it is also? What? I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the marriage of music nowadays is starting to become more of a universal language, right? I used to be a very firm believer that the universal language was food, right? If I were to bond with you, let's eat. Like now it's like, guys, have you heard of this song?
Yes.
Have you heard of this record?
Yes.
Right? Mas mahanap mo yung niche mo eh. When you're saying music. Like,
exactly.
Have you heard this song, house music? Oh yeah, you fuck with house music? Oh yeah.
Right.
Right. Same community.
And something here's what's crazy too. You don't even have to vibe with that kind of genre. For example, like everybody knows, like I love classic hip hop. I love house music. I love Afrobeats just as much as everybody else. Right? And then shout out to November with his amazing Afro tech. With Sinulog. For me, I'm not gonna lie. If it hasn't reached 1 million plays, it will in the next few days. I promise you.
Yes, sir.
Right? But giving credits to that kind of music, again, when you start introducing songs, when you start introducing a new genre, that's again building the community, building that culture.
Sir.
You can't just say that. Sure, celebrating 50 years of hip hop, right? But Chicago house. What about the underground scene? What about
Jersey?
What about Jersey, right? Now I'm thinking, what about Afro house? What about Afro beats? What about Amapiano?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now
there's like new genres of. Have you heard of Gqom?
I've heard about this. I don't know actually.
It's 3 beats. It's like boom, boom, boom.
It's not a triplet thing though. That's not a 3x4 thing.
It's not a 3x4, but it's like 3 kicks. I don't know, estimate 130.
Oh shit, okay.
130, but it's somewhat like
triplet double tempo.
Amapiano, but it's much more darker. On a more darker vibe. Maybe we can look that up. Probably it'll be
somebody
a trend.
fact check us, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's no lightning yet, is there?
There's last time there was.
Hey, I will say this though. That episode, as scary as it was with the rain, I didn't hear anything from there. So like these microphones, yes,
top notch.
Sir, top notch.
Top notch.
Oo nga, umuulan nga pala noon. And it was a Sunday, right?
And it was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday.
Here's what's also crazy too. Like especially like we're going back about Sinulog, right? Because of how full it was, right? I'm sure every bar out there was so full. Everyone was bar hopping. Everyone was enjoying Sinulog, right?
Yeah.
But it felt like people haven't celebrated in years. Do you know what I mean? It felt like
everybody was hungry.
Everyone was wanting to celebrate.
Sinulog nakawala sa cage.
Yeah. I mean, I understand what's going on with the pandemic and what happened with, COVID and everything, but it never changed who we are as genuine people celebrating Sinulog.
Yeah.
It never changed the fact that, yes, the Department of Tourism is going to be looking forward to a
great influx of more
people.
tourists.
Exactly, right? But it never changed the fact of how genuine Cebuano life is.
Yes.
The nightlife scene. I mean, shout outs to Boots Brandon for giving us an opportunity
Shout
to
out
do
Redeem.
Thank you so much, Redeem.
to do this podcast here.
Oh yeah, we are here right now at
Yes.
Redeem Studios, Cebu
Pero wala akong
City.
tattoo ah. Lumamag muna.
Hey, I have a Redeem tattoo right here, bro. What's your excuse, bro? Like, I have a trademark tattoo over
No,
here. Shout out to Boots. He's the one who got me.
All I
inked
got
up.
is stretch marks.
What's your first tattoo though?
My first tattoo is actually a lightning bolt over here. It's split with 2 ways. Shout out to my homegirl Jing. She's the one who actually created this idea. Because outside, again, like as I mentioned, outside of DJing, I do a lot of voice work. I do a lot of radio and TV personalities as well. And I was very lucky to do. Am I allowed to talk about this? Nick, am I allowed to talk about this?
About what?
We might cut this.
Yeah, it's just
I'll just say it along. If not, we'll just cut it out. So when JDF died, Jason David Frank, on November a couple of years ago, you might know him more as Tommy the Green Ranger from Power Rangers, right? Power Rangers is so like it's embedded into my heart to the day I die. So my first tattoo was a lightning bolt. But when he passed away, I decided to give a little homage to him because if it wasn't for him and some other past Ranger, shout out to Yoshi Sudarso for giving me the opportunity to start doing stunt work and voiceovers for Power Rangers. So I decided to do a Chinese dragon and I embedded it in green. So if you guys can see that, it is a Chinese dragon.
Yeah.
And it's in green. So in honor of Jason David Frank. Yeah, but that was my tattoo. So yeah, a lot of these tattoos actually have a lot of stories. So obviously like my first instrument learning was a piano. So if you look at it, it looks like
it looks like
Polynesian
a
tattoo with
Polynesian
segments,
tattoo.
but if you look closely, they're different stories. This says "I love you, Caden" in my voice. This is the tattoo of a piano. The 3 planes that I'll always fall in love with: Betsy from Cathay Pacific, the F-14 Tomcat from Top Gun, and of course the X-wing from Star Wars. And then obviously my
Maverick.
nickname. So this tattoo over here, if you guys look far, here's what's crazy. This looks like a
Kingdom
crown,
Hearts.
right? Yeah. But it's a Disney
Disney Castle.
crown, yeah. From Kingdom Hearts.
Oh shit! There's
When I got this tattoo, bro, funny story. So when I got this tattoo, I had a really bad day. I thought I had an audition like in the books where I'll be having fun, and then the casting director was asking me like, can you do voices or anything? And I'm like, sure. And I, in my dark humor, I said, what did Stitch say to Lilo when he first tasted pussy?
What? What? Do the Stitch voice though.
Pussy not fresh. Again, like I will say this though, like voices I love so much. I think that's one of the things that so captivated with showmanship, with performance, the performing arts in general.
Yeah.
Right. Like DJing for me is like one of my favorite ways of showing what I can do. Right.
Yeah.
As much as I love like real talk though, like in voice acting, I love playing the villains. Right. Like you can play like the most random villains out there in the whole world. Yeah. Like even like with like Star Wars, right? Like Jabba the Hutt, right? You can play like different kinds of characters. You can play like Robo Minotaur. Yeah. You can play like Old Man Logan from Wolverine, right? And even like some characters that not a lot of people know, like Old Man Kilowog, right? In brightest day, in brightest night, right? Like all these different kinds of voices, and of course obviously with proper modulation and a little bit of pitch blending, it just makes sense where the things that you want to create or the things that you want to channel out is somehow just, again, the creativity and possibilities are endless once you start learning how to use your voice as an instrument. That's why, like, for me, again, DJing is just so much more fun, and it's such an amazing platform for me to express those feelings, right? Express the feelings like I want to play, in one night I'm in the mood to play some Disney combos, right? If you have like, again, like my training with, or my influences with Red Bull 3 style, you have wordplay, you have tone play. Like my favorite combination, shout outs to my boy Miles Medina, playing live percussions with Under the Sea. And it's the same instruments with ZZ. So you imagine that kind of combination. Or you do If I Had One Wish by Ray. And then you play, Aladdin's version of Sim singing Three Wishes. Right? You can do so many things, right? Again, that's where the creativity comes in for me. And I think that's what makes me so much more fascinated towards that kind of DJing.
Talking about that, I got a question. You DJ, you're into producing, you're into music. You're into voice acting. You do TV. I mean, me personally, I just do DJing, producing. Pero dumadating yung point na naubusan ng creative juices.
Okay.
I can't manage my time properly. So how do you manage that?
I've learned this from a very good friend of mine a couple of years ago that time is a great friend of yours, but without proper training, it will be your enemy. Right? I think I've said this before. But in order for let me expound on that. To answer your question, do a couple of things. For me, and it really worked on my end, and shout out to my boy. You put in a piece of paper. Okay. You tell them, have you heard of the terminology SOP?
Standard operating procedure.
Let me do this. Okay. So you start with solution.
Yeah.
Options.
Okay.
And then
plan.
Problem.
Okay.
You don't do POS, you do SOP. So the solution is what? You want to have a better attention span. You want to do better time management. So you think about your two options. So it's actually S2OP. So your solution, your two options on how to do it. Just stick with two. Don't confuse yourself making a crazy ass list. Just do two. Pick two long. So for example, for me, I want to create a brand new routine. How am I going to do that? Am I going to do it with turntables, or am I going to do it with USBs? Am I going to do it with a CDJ? Sorry, that's three options. Am I going to do it with turntables or with CDJs? Okay. Now proceed it with, what's the problem? I need to do this done. I need to get this done today. I need to get this done tomorrow. So what are my two options again? Should I do it in CDJs? CDJs looks like it's more easy for me to navigate more because it's already pre-planned. If I had it in my turntables, I have to open it up. I got to get my flight case. So again, convenience. So that takes off the list for me to do CDJs. So now my problem is solved. So now if you look at what was the S problem again, my solution is to get rid of time. To get rid of time to be
Damn, bro.
To make time.
Damn. Brain fart, bro.
It's kind of dark though.
To save some more time.
To save time.
Man, this man just woke up. Good morning.
Bro.
Good morning.
I need a Red Bull.
Oh.
I think my blood type is Red Bull positive right now, bro. Thank you, Joella. I love you.
Yeah, going back to Sinulog.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, lahat ata tayo lagari.
Man, we were everywhere. We were everywhere.
But what is your most favorite set that you did in the Sinulog? Just one.
Just for this one? Oh man, I think it was. I love being creative with friends. I love being creative with people that are very like-minded to me. So my favorite one would definitely be going back to back to back. With Butta B and Uric.
Oh shit.
So not only were we doing sing-alongs, we were playing dirty music. We were playing dance hall.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. I remember at one point we were doing, the sequence was Grind on Me to Pony. To Versace on the floor. And then we did Mr. Brightside. And then bro, we went everywhere. Like every song that you can think of that you want to sing, she sang it. She sang it. And so I'm sure you did too.
Yes, sir.
You know who.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think it was like, again, it's the energy and the genuine connections that you have with DJs.
Of course.
Right? It would be very weird. And it's also like your body can't lie.
Yeah.
Right? And if you fuck up, if there's a way that, again, if there's a showcase, let me rephrase that. If there's a way that you want to be genuine with people, you can't fake that shit. Right? Yeah. And let's face it, at the end of the day, when I'm DJing with someone that I know, I'm comfortable in the decks.
Yeah.
If like, for example, you and I haven't DJed officially together. So I'll be like, all right, what's your preference? You like being on the right side? You like being on the left side? What about your laptop difference? Do you want to have it on? And then also like with time codes, are we going to be doing it with this side? Like again, that kind of technicality stuff. That's for me like, okay, now what? With me and Uric and Bea, we know our flow. We have the same headsets. We could just here, just use mine. We do this. Oh man.
On sync kayo.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Is the same.
It's sort of like a free for all when you're with someone that you're really like with for a long time.
Yep. It's also shout out to my boy Uric about this, but it's like he's the one who actually said this to me too. It was like, oh man, Cebu, I love Cebu, man. They don't fight with me. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, hear me out. What do you mean? And I'm like, bro, every time I play music, I'm like, they're just gonna eat that shit up. I love that. I love Cebu. I love the Philippines. If I'm playing somewhere else, I play this one song and they're not vibing. He goes, "Oh, you gonna fight me? Let's go. I'm gonna make you start nodding your head. I'm gonna start making you jump on that floor. I'm gonna make you start buying bottles." That's why we're here. You know what I mean? Again, it's for them. It always has to be for them.
Yeah.
It won't make sense that I'm gonna DJ for me, for you, for very select people. It doesn't matter if it's 5 people, 500 people, 5,000 people in Sinulog streets, right? You're there to entertain.
Of course.
That's the bottom goal.
Of course. Siguro, on my own perspective, parang gigets ko yung sinasabi niya sa back-to-back mo with Batabi and Yurik.
Yeah.
Dimas and me. And
Bro.
that was like the same shit, right?
Same shit with me and Dimas. Because funny enough, I just met Dimas that night.
Yeah.
He arrived on that day, Thursday, in the afternoon. So the following hours, I wasn't able to prepare. So I had a short amount of time, mga 2 to 3 hours, compiling everything. Hell, he compiled 64 songs for an hour set.
Damn.
I did
shit.
a half.
Right.
So
Like 20, 30 songs. Right.
It was a real dynamic that I had to adjust on.
Yeah.
Because shout out to Dimas. He's like a complete legend in Iloilo, the bass panda. And during that set, man, we went bonkers. We went bonkers. It was
ham,
free.
bro.
Yo, I saw
was
the
a free-
stories.
Dude.
Yo, real talk though. Stories don't lie.
Yeah.
Stories don't lie.
Yeah.
If you see someone really having fun, they're really having fun.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not like, hey guys, let's do this, and then
Nah.
that for sure it shows.
Yeah.
But when you start having real fun, like a genuine connection, again, I sound like a broken record, guys. But once you start having that genuine connection with not just the DJs, with the bar owners, the promoters, the people who are supporting you, right? Like, imagine, like, I have a great tie-up with Red Bull and Joella and the rest of the team. It's not a lie when I say I'm having fun with them every time they're here.
Yeah.
It's not like oh, it's them. Like, no, it's real people with real connection. I feel like I'm back in RCTV when I'm talking about real stuff. Oh man, you know.
Sir.
But it's also like, again, not only do you have genuine connections with people, but it also matters when you actually have growth with them.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You want to have that kind of mindset where we're all eating in the same table and we're not eating anybody else's meals. Right? Like, hey, we're going to grow together. You and I are going to go here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right?
sir.
And if we're going to be hungry, bro, I'm hungry too. So let's eat.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Remember yung pinag-usapan natin dalawa?
Yeah.
See you
At the
together.
top. Yeah.
See you at the
See you
top.
upstairs.
See you upstairs. That's the
See you
shit,
upstairs
man.
together.
The
man.
climb, and here I love saying this to this is my love letter to new DJs who want to learn how to DJ, or anybody in the performing arts. Once you take your first step, always remember that not only would it be your best step in your life, it also makes you realize that not only will that be the first step of your life, this will be the first time that everything changes for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because the moment you took your first step, everybody who didn't, they're not the same
They're
as you
not the
anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Tsaka you
Shoot or
tried it.
shoot. Closed mouth don't get fed. Right?
Sure.
So imagine you open your mouth and you say, I would like to try to be a DJ. I would like to try to be a tattoo artist. I would like to try skiing. I would
Yeah.
like to be like the number one in whatever department it is. The moment you took that first step, you were no longer somebody who you guys used to know.
You're not someone from the crowd anymore.
Yeah. Again, it's also as funny as it's going to sound now. If you want to be a Power Ranger, go be a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Right?
Diba?
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Exactly. Tsaka I mean, world of DJing is a different world. Sobrang laking world niya. So pag pinasok mo siya talagang
Yeah, exactly. The fields could be there. Do you want to be, not just a DJ? Do you want to be a producer? Do you want to be focusing on what kind of production? Do you want to be a DJ in? I mean, this is your field of expertise now. Imagine you want to be a DJ or a producer in, and sorry, let me put it this way. Do you want to have an expertise in FL Studios? Do you want to have an expertise in Final Cut or Ableton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, the possibilities and I was going to say the matrix, but the horizons are going to be so much more endless now, right? The ceiling is no longer this much. It's now this much now. And then after you reach here, well, guess what? You have another level to go to.
Exactly.
Right?
That's
growth.
That's what I talked about last night, actually, with John Odin. Shout out to John Odin.
Yeah.
Kasi he was like pointing out the visualization. If you hit the ceiling, what's the next step? So the analogy of people like finding their sound when they finally reach the ceiling, how do you showcase your sound to the next level? So like
You're in a crossroads.
let's face it, if you're like 5 years into DJ and you've already found your sound, like you're in house or techno, what's next? Because I've already known my sounds. There's already ideas in my head. How do I translate that out? So what would happen? Maybe make some remixes, maybe make some originals. But for me personally, I would start with remixes because there's a lot more transition going on because there's familiarity, and then once you get to experience what you hear in your head, then push the boundaries, go for your originals, and it's your sound. No one can take that away from you.
That's originality and genuine building and growth, right?
So, also in the business side, top 40 is a dominant, mainstream is a dominant genre right
It'll
now.
never
So
die.
remixes could really help. I don't know, if you want to showcase your sound at the same time, you want to be relevant and giving the people what they want, just like what you said, it's all about them. It's always about
it's
them.
It's always about them.
So you gotta be in the middle. You gotta meet them within them.
You gotta
So,
be neutral.
Yeah.
You
You want to showcase your
I
sound
will
at the
say
same
this though. So imagine, let's say about career and growth. Let's say you're a singer, right? And if you want to start developing your sound and developing your community, right? Because it drives your growth.
Yeah.
Right? There's no point of creating a platform for yourself for everyone to see and hear if they don't have that opportunity to be heard as well. Right? So imagine, again, as an example, you're a singer, right? You start making discoverability by going live, showing off your cover songs. Every week on social media, you post 2 songs that you covered. And then on the 3rd week, guess what? Guys, I have an introduction of a brand new single that I'm going to be making. Right? 4th week, ask them, what song should I cover next? So now you're introducing people to start asking, you're starting asking people now to drive your channel, to drive
Then
your
there
fuel.
comes the engagement.
Here comes the engagement. Now, guess what? Not only do you have engagement, you have now options.
Exactly.
Because when you ask them, what songs should I play? What songs should I do next? There you can choose. Okay, so this group or this specific set of group of people, they like me listening. They heard me sing, let's say, a Beyonce track. What about this brand new song that she did, like Texas Hold'em, right?
Yeah.
Make a cover for that. Cool. Following week, guys, guess what? By popular demand, I made a cover. 2 weeks later, here's another original song. So now imagine in a span of 2 months, you've done 6, 7 cover songs and you made 2 or 3 original. By the end of the year with all your originals, you can launch your own album. Guess what? You don't need to tell anybody blindly that I have a brand new single. You've had people following your journey since day one. And if you tell them, hey guys, by any chance, if you guys want to pre-save my album, or if you guys want to physically buy my album, pre-ordering is like $3. So if you have 1,000 followers,
You got like $3,000.
that's $3,000 right there.
Yeah. Because
Talking monetary. Kaching.
I was like surprised about
That's growth.
I
That's
would
genuine
say,
growth.
I would say for this year's Sinulog, shout out to these guys. OJA has been dominating this whole metro, man. Because from the start of their group, they were focusing on remixes.
Yep.
Then they branched out. Once they found their sound, they're already connecting to different artists like Egnaver.
Bro, they
went
all the way to Amsterdam.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For ADE. The case in point, that is the DJ's producer's favorite place to go to. Like every new year for me, if I was in the States, I'd be in NAM right now. NAMM.
Baby.
If I was in there, oh man.
game. That's the
Yeah.
ano,
Para yung
doon,
Comic Con ng
bucket list.
DJs
Bucket list.
It's like the
Bucket list
Comic
natin.
Con.
I love how you say Comic Con.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it really is like it's like Toys R Us for DJs.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Put it that
Yes,
way.
sir.
It's Toys R Us for DJs, and it's a convention.
Convention.
Oh, shouts to the Mysterious crew. I miss you guys. I can't wait to go hang out with y'all. But man, this is something that not only am I looking forward to for this year, but I think I can talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's what, it's 21st right now? It's the 21st of January right now. Are we allowed to talk about the date?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about the dates today? Okay. Well, it's after Sinulog in January right
Yeah.
now. A couple of days, if you guys don't know, you might want to check your phones or your newsletters. FaZe is going to be announcing a brand new product or something. Shit, I think I fucked that up. Let me say that again.
Wait.
So, right after Sinulog, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but you guys might want to check your phones. FaZe is going to be announcing something very, very soon.
Oh shit.
So imagine, again, something to look forward to every year, right? I think we talked about this, about growth, about what's going to happen next. There's always going to be something moving. The train doesn't stop no matter what,
Yeah.
right? If it does stop, it's for a reason, to refuel, to reflect, and to move on forward, to make sure that you guys are thinking about what's the next step for you. So again, for me, as much as I love saying that January 1 is the start of my new year, it may be, but after Sinulog really is. Because once you're done with Sinulog, what's next? Chinese New Year. What's next? Valentine's. What's next? Labor Day weekend, right? And things go on and so forth after that. Now you're in quarter 2. Holy crap, right? Once you think about your whole calendar as a DJ, truth be told, I might actually start going on tour again.
Yes, sir.
Real talk.
Yes,
I might actually go back on tour. I'm considering it. But it doesn't change the fact that my commitment, my loyalty will always be with Trademark. My growth will always be for my hot sauce DJs, for my hot sauce artists. But it doesn't change the fact that I need to be true to myself. I need to be genuine with my connections and
Yes,
the people that not only do love me for who I am, but it's for them.
It's for them.
Sir.
It's really for them. Yeah. And as much as I want to say that a lot of decisions have been made because of personal reasons, it doesn't change the fact that I'm doing it for them.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Growth.
Yes, sir.
Truth.
I want to ask something about Sinulog again.
Sure.
So, like I said, DJs from Luzon, DJs from Mindanao.
Yep.
They all came together last week here.
Oh, man.
And since you, NJ, and you, Pat, you guys are from Cebu.
Yep.
It's your home base. And personally, on your perspective, how do you think Sinulog affects the artists, the DJs that came here? How do you think did that affect them as an artist and as they grow?
Yeah. So I don't know if it's a national thing or it's a political thing that a lot of DJs from outside of Cebu get to DJ for a festival in Sinulog, like Manila DJ, or maybe like it's the like the stardom factor that it's a celebrity DJ or it's this is that and then I don't know where that came from, but personally it doesn't matter because again for me, you're a Filipino DJ. You're a DJ still in the Philippines.
We're here for a higher purpose.
Right. We're here for a higher purpose.
No, I think I said it wrong. I mean, how do you think did it affect them in their artistry? After
Okay.
Sinulog,
Okay.
okay, I'm fired up after Sinulog.
Take two.
Shit.
Well, I think it's also okay. So maybe to answer that point, maybe it's more because again, it adds fuel to the fire because it also shows reassurance.
Yeah.
Let's say if someone is unsure about their growth or about their decision, Shamper, there will always be doubts. I'm sure there's always going to be people second guessing their opinions. There's always going to be DJs. I'm sure there's DJs right now, even in their sets, midway, I'm like, is this the right song to play when they're crowd reading? Is this the right decision to make? For me, it's, again, once you start learning how to create a vibe, once you start learning how to crowd read in a more effective way,
Yeah.
I think it's also, again, decision making and reassurance. When you start having someone that you look up to as a role model and they come to your event, they come to, by any chance, you get to see them live.
Yeah.
That's my point, sorry. You get to see them live. Now you get to understand, again, for me, true, genuine connections happen when you're actually there.
Yeah.
As much as painful it is, like, oh, it's so cool to watch them on TV or on your phones on Twitch, on YouTube,
Why not
or
go on
on
the
social
venue?
media. Now you get to see live performing here, blah 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 blah, at this specific time. Book your tickets now. Diba? It makes more sense. Like, I'm gonna go to this event so I can actually get to see this person play live, right?
Yeah.
Now, to answer your question, let's say, for me, I was in a crossroads, in a real crucible, that should I continue DJing with CDJs or with USBs, because everybody else in my supporting act lineup was DJing with USBs. Yeah, I felt like I was DJing with my handcuffs. You know what I mean? Like, my hands, not with the handcuffs, with my hands tied behind my back. And it felt like when DJ Snake came over and he DJ'd with a laptop with turntables, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit no more, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say yes to everything. I'm gonna make sure that there's a time for me to say no and learn to accept that I'm trying to be genuine with myself, and I'm trying to not just conform to anybody anymore.
That's a good topic. Like, let's expound that.
Yeah, man. Like, again, like, once you start learning how to accept who you are and reintroduce yourself, not reinvent yourself, reintroduce yourself to a genuine connection to people, I promise you that is the best feeling in the world. You're not faking it anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Walang hold back. Nothing's holding
Nothing's
you back.
holding you back anymore.
It's like a Paris Hilton thing that she's already broken through the barriers.
Exactly.
And she already made it clear that she's just making a character.
Yep.
Instead
Oh
of
yeah.
trying-
I mean, we all know that the real DJ is the guy doing this underneath the DJ table, but it doesn't change the fact that she was being very honest.
Yeah.
She was. I mean, I'm not trying to defend Paris Hilton or any way, but I know about we're Instagram friends, we're Facebook friends, but no. I'm thinking this is what I'm trying to say though, because as much as a lot of people are saying, oh no, you need to be doing this, you need to do that, like, no, you need to understand that in order for you and for everybody else watching to have a real experience with us DJs, this is the kind of equipment that we're going to be having. This is the kind of growth that we're going to be needing, not just for you, but you need to understand that this is the kind of growth that we need to do it ourselves too, right? There's self-acceptance, there's self-reflection, but it doesn't change the fact that moving forward, right? If I'm going to be DJing for you guys,
Matik.
it's
a constant growth.
but it's also a struggle.
Yeah.
I will say this though. Here's a piece of advice for everybody watching. If you feel like you're second guessing yourself now, never give up, because that is your true test let me rephrase that. That is your true test for you to evolve and to be better in your craft.
Yeah.
Keep going, keep grinding, keep your head down, and if you're feeling down, keep your head up.
Let's get back on the equipments again na parang, if they use CDJs, you're more into laptops, your hands are tied, something like that. I mean, totoo yung sinabi mo, it's true and it's effective. Pero what's your take on some of the other DJs na parang alam mo yun? Kasi they look at adjusting, like for example, ang gamit mo talaga mas comfortable ka with CDJs.
Yep.
But the venue has turntables. And you don't know how to play turntables, so it turned out na hindi ka naka-play. And some DJs or some people might say na that dude is an unprofessional, he's not a professional DJ because he doesn't know how to adjust. So what's your take on that?
Oh man, I have seen this firsthand. I've experienced it firsthand in both sides of the spectrum. As the person who organized an event and the DJ does not know how to perform with the equipment provided, knowing well that the equipment was already provided and the list was there shown to this person. And the same thing the other way around. I was given this information that the equipment was this. I show up because I know that I don't need to bring my vinyls, I don't need to bring my laptop. It's going to be prepared already. So when I got to the venue, leaving all my shit in the hotel room, like 2.5 hours or God knows how far, and I show up there and it's not the same thing that I requested or what was provided.
Yeah.
Right? So again, you back up the backup.
Yeah.
Right? And again, I think it's also very different because that's how I was raised, right? You back up the backup. If you're not comfortable with learning how to be DJing with turntables, don't force it. Yeah. Right? I mean, let's face it. There's a lot of originality. There's a lot of genuine connections with DJing. There's a lot of things where you can say that I want to DJ with turntables. I want to DJ with CDJs. I want to DJ with using CDs. I want to use a USB. Real talk. When I'm using CDJs, I don't use HID mode. I use an SD card with a time code, right?
Shit.
I don't use CDJ. I don't use CDs for the time code. One, because I'm using that as a backup for the backup, right? If I'm using a USB, we all lose USBs just like that. I mean, I remember going to this one club in Manila. I used it as a time code. I forgot it at the end of the night. So what happened? Whoever found my USB with my 70-minute time code
Sana hindi DJ.
Serato, enjoy. Right? But again, I think it was like a 128 gigabyte Extreme Pro.
Fuck.
But yeah, again, whoever took that USB, enjoy. I hope you use it well.
Kwento mo.
What happened, bro? What happened?
Kwento mo.
We have 15 hours, right?
Yeah,
we have 15 hours, right?
We have 15 hours.
This is hour 2 on our 15-hour episode.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I love this.
So what happened was Friday night. I played at Central. I'm
Base
with
and
this
Bacon.
guy, Base and Bacon. I played at Base and Bacon on a Friday night. I was so drunk. Dimas in me was drunk. I forgot my stuff. I forgot my USBs. I forgot my charger.
Wait, you were DJing or you were supposed to DJ?
He just finished.
I just
You
finished.
just finished?
I just finished.
Didn't plug it out.
Then I,
Welcome to our world, bro.
Actually, I helped him plug that out. Then I handed it to him. And
I
he was
lost
like,
it on the way home.
Lost it on the way home.
Oh, man.
Then when I woke up, I was about to prepare my set for Tipsy Super Club. Then I was like, fuck, where's my
Where's my
USB?
USBs?
USB.
Again, you back up the backup.
Yeah, man, yeah.
So now you've experienced it firsthand.
Yeah.
Now it's stuck in your head forever. Where
Yes,
did
sir.
I put that USB? Where am I going to do now? What's my next step?
I'm just praying right now na sana hindi rin DJ na ako because there's so many unreleased tracks in there, man.
Then Miracle, I gave you
Miracle happened. He gave me a USB, pero I also have a backup na if ever
good job, bro.
if ever
got
the
you,
USB didn't work, I'll do HID mode.
Yeah.
Pero knowing
you
na,
see what he did there? That's a genuine connection.
Yeah.
That's growth.
Yeah, that's like brotherhood.
I don't understand. Here comes the virality show. Here comes the viral clips. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So let's just cut that shit.
Yes, sir.
But here's the thing. This is true point. This is case in point growth, right? You grow with your community. You grow with your fellow peers, right? I don't give a fuck about people talking shit about you. Why? If they got time to lean, they got time to clean, right? If they got time to do that shit, what the fuck are they doing? Right?
Mas busy kami sa'yo.
I'd rather be more focused on the things I really want to do, the things that I should be doing, versus the things that you're not supposed to be doing, plain and simple.
Nonsense. At the end of the day, it's nonsense.
At the end of the day, again, if they're talking about you, you're relevant.
Yeah.
You are in that conversation.
Tsaka kasi if they're talking about you, ibig sabihin may part trend doon na parang ano sila sa'yo, how do you say this? Parang ano, how do you say this? Parang ilag, you know.
Yeah.
Para silang na sa dulo ng dila ko. Pero yeah, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying.
It's like how do you? It's like you're asking like that person. Okay, I'm running in your head right now.
Yeah.
I'm running in your
I'd
head
rather
right
be that person who's really chasing after my own girls.
Oh.
Goals. Speaking of girls, what's up, baby?
Oh.
My wife is right here. She's
Yes,
like,
sir.
I'd rather be chasing my own goals versus the fact that I'm not chasing bullshit dreams.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care about girls. I love how this is now it's starting to become a meme now. I love chasing the things that you're supposed to be chasing for.
Yeah.
Right? And that's your dreams. Right? Never in my wildest dreams should I be DJing for DJ Snake, for Jazzy Jeff, for A-Track, right? I was one of the, if I'm going to start, tooting my own horn, I was the only DJ in Hong Kong to ever be the supporting DJ for Grandmaster Flash when he DJ'd for the first and only time in Hong Kong, right? It's not. I don't need to do that. I don't need to say that because, well, one, if you were there, you know, right? But it's not like I don't need to say that to myself for self-assurance. If you were there, if you saw the stories, if you saw the after movies, if you saw him saying it, why would I be the one saying all that shit? Yeah. Right? Why do I need to self-validate who I am as a DJ, as a performer, as an artist?
Yeah.
It's, again, once you start talking about yourself as a third person, the validity goes downhill.
Down.
Yeah.
How much more when you talk about Patrick Rizarri, when you start talking about DJ Maverick, when you start talking about the battle scene, when you start talking about the Hollywood markers that you can say about this person. It sounds more genuine versus saying, guys, I did this, I did this, I did this. Like, no. It's weird, right? It's weird.
He's laughing,
how
man.
Weird I did it. But how weird would it be when you start talking to yourself and you're like, oh, guys, I have this many followers, I have this many likes, blah, blah, blah.
It's like you're persistent.
Bro, do you just want to suck my dick? Yeah. What's going on, bro? Like, what's going on? Just like...
Man, I'm all out.
Sorry, I want to cut that.
Zip it down, man.
She's like... I think it's, again, what difference would it make when you start talking about yourself? Sorry, let me rephrase that. It makes such a bigger difference when you're not talking about yourself, when other people are talking about you and they praise you for it.
Yeah, tsaka mas masarap siya eh.
Exactly. Versus the fact alone that you saying, I did this, I did that. Like, no, it doesn't make sense. And I think in terms of where artists talk about artists, it should be praises.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? I'm not saying that if this guy did you wrong, you're still going to talk about praises.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't change the fact that at the end of the day, we still have goals to finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And if this person brings you down, okay, now you know what this person is.
Yeah.
Right? As Ed used to say, as Ed always says this all the time, we survived the pandemic, right? We survived the typhoon. Hell, we survived bad business partners. We survived bad relationships. We survived bullshit. But you know why? It's God's plan.
Yeah.
You
Yes, sir.
keep going.
Yes, sir.
You keep grinding. Your eyes are on the prize for a reason.
Yes, sir.
And the moment you stop, you wasted what? How long you've been in a relationship? How long you've been DJing in your career? How long have you been tattooing? Right? That just makes you realize, okay, if I've been doing this for 5 years and I want to give up now, you wasted 5 years. If I've been DJing since I was 14, I'm 36 years old right now. Right? Is my math right? 22 years? Right? Is that 22 years?
Yeah, that's 22 years.
My math ain't mathing. Jeez. Oh, it did math. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
So imagine I'm 20 years plus deep now, right? If I give up now and I'm not giving knowledge and praise to the next generation, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Right? In this industry.
Tsaka para ano, as an artist, not just a DJ, as an artist, talagang, I think the main goal is, kung mawala ka man, you know, I mean, pag nag-die down na yung career, if you're retired,
Yeah.
the main goal is, you have something to leave behind for the next generation.
I will say this though, like, it's one of the many reasons why I made hot sauce, right?
Yeah.
Shout outs to my amazing hot sauce family, my hot sauce crew, DJ Yassi, DJ Kobe Viola, Steve Cortez, Kaiser Rave, and DJ Jess, right? These guys are literally my first batch, the very first set of people that I have created with hot sauce together, and we developed the brand as to what it is now, right? So imagine now the next generation. Who's that? They, for me, real talk, they are the next generation of DJs.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. Oh, do you need a cut, Derek? Okay. So imagine. What was I saying again? Yeah, they are the next generation of DJs, right?
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna give flowers to the next generation DJs after them. Look at Kit.
Yes,
Look at Kit right now,
dude,
bro.
Dude,
He's
I
fucking killing it. Shouts to my boy Kit. I am so proud of him. Oh, I wish I was there.
In Camino,
I wish
man,
I was there.
He was killing his set all for Afro, reggae, and house.
Yes, sir.
Imagine this. And to think, he started off with what? Rock music.
Rock music.
He started off with dancehall. He had no idea what to do with it. He was given a second-hand controller, and he used I think it was his friend's laptop at first, right? And he's like, And he actually pulled me to the side, real talk, like, I don't know what to do with this kind of music. How am I gonna DJ better? I'm like, told him, you focus on one set first, and then you develop it later on. Start expanding as you go, right? It's like, again, like shout out to my boy Boots. Like I'm sure he wouldn't be, a master in black and gray if it wasn't for him really focusing on that first, right? If he started experimenting all the while too, and then he starts focusing on black and gray, I'm sure he discovered that as he went on. So you start exploring first, right? But then once you start figuring out what you like or what appeals to you or what fascinates you the most, go for it, right? Like for me, again, I did different kinds of genres. I did UK garage. I did Jersey. Yes. I tried, obviously, dance hall, hip hop, open format, top 40s, pop music, house. And it got me realize that I want to jumble everything up, but to the way that I want to do it. Red Bull 3-stop format.
Yeah.
Right? That's the best way for me to really identify myself as a DJ. If you were to say, what does Patrick Rizarri DJ is? Open format. That's Red Bull style, right? There's no way denying it whatsoever. And then, again, with like the competitions, well, why is Patrick Rizarri not Patrick Rizarri? It's DJ Maverick. If you know, you know, right? Again, shout outs to the radio, my radio days, to how I started off with the DJ name. DJ Maverick. I think I've never shared this story, did I? Huh?
Yeah. So let's talk about it. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, so shouts to Boots again.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Boots, man.
I'm giving you flowers, bro.
Yes, sir. But we are back again. We just moved because it's more aesthetically pleasing here, man. So yeah. So
oh, bro, the thunder is real.
Okay. I'm gonna change the context in a bit.
Sure.
Patrick Rizarri.
Yes, sir.
If ever when the time comes you have to retire in DJing, what kind of name or what kind of mark do you want to leave in the industry? Na parang when you say Patrick Rizarri, oh, dude, when it was his time, it was shit happens, ganito. So, what kind of mark do you want to leave in the industry?
Here's the thing. It really came from this one thing for me that it's a frustration for me that came out in the very beginning. I've always had this one fear of always being forgotten, right? So if you know my history of DJing from day one to day now, it was struggles after struggles after struggles. It was sabotages after sabotage. It was drama after drama after drama. It made me all the more hungry to create a platform where voices can be heard, artistry can be free, and that's where Hot Sauce is, right? A platform for everyone, for anyone who wants to DJ, who wants to perform, who wants to sing. Again, I think I said this before. We almost had a fucking circus act in Trademark before, but obviously with very obvious reasons, I don't want fucking Trademark to burn down with a fire breathing incident, or God knows what happens, right? And injuries could happen. But again, it's a platform for everyone to be safe, everyone to have an opportunity to showcase their talents. That's why not only do I give an opportunity for the next generation of DJs to be there, right? Again, I'm giving flowers to the next generation. DJ Kaiser Rave, DJ Jess, Kobe Viola, DJ Yassi, right? DJ Steve Cortez. These guys, for me, with 100% confidence in my voice to say this, that they are the next generation of DJs, right? I'm a very firm believer that I will say this, like Simon Rodriguez, man, this guy's killing it, right? I've known him since I first moved back to the Philippines, and he was a DJ in Trademark, and he still is, right? Get this. I've seen his growth. I've seen his development as a DJ, and I'm very happy to call him not just a student, but someone that I can really say he's a peer. You know what I mean? There's a difference between, again, like when you say like you're a mentor to someone, I want them to be eating in my table, not just being like him in the kiddie table. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I don't see him as someone in the kiddie table. I see him as someone who wants to be with us. So in order for him to really grow, you've taken someone not necessarily under your wing, but you take him and you make him grow. You give him the flowers, you give him the ideas, you give him the capabilities and platforms for him to grow, right? And I'm not just saying this for Simon. I'm saying this for other DJs like DJ Kit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kid Cuts, right? Shout out to the Hudson's group.
Yes.
These guys have been fucking killing it since day one, right? I've seen Thrax make such amazing remixes too, and like, let's face it, a lot of people understand DJing through, like, nowadays, if they're not creating original songs, they're creating remixes, like Bahala Bootleg or not, right? Mashups. They have different kinds of tones. Redrumming is still considered, for me. I'll say it. I'll say it right now.
Yeah.
Redrumming for me, if you do it right, it makes sense. If it doesn't, go back to the lab. Just keep going, right? I mean, November, is that how you pronounce his name? November, right? November, right? So, shout out to November, him putting up, doing his fucking homework, right? Let's face it, he's been at it in the studio, in the lab, creating different kinds of songs. And look at it now, with the Sinulog Afro House edit of his. Fucking amazing. I'm not surprised every DJ right now are playing his songs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be played again next year.
Mm-hmm.
Or dare I say it, if he's watching right now, I want to see you make another version of it. Every fucking year. Make a festival version, make a dark trance version, make a pop version, or whatever it could be. Right? That's going to be fucking dope. Why? Because the train doesn't stop.
No, exactly.
You want to grow. With me, I want to make sure that not only do I leave a platform for DJs to have an experience to grow, where they don't grow, where they don't go through the struggles that I went through, where they don't have to go through the hardships or the sabotages, where I'm promised, or let me rephrase that, I was instructed that this place, this venue has this set of equipment, and you go there, it's not there.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, you didn't know you're supposed to bring your own. No. This is how it is. You want to be transparent, right? Again, even like with DJing, again, like that's how it all started with me. If I were to really learn how to become a proper artist, you need to have a community with you that grows with you, or someone who's been there, understands the industry, and they will show you the way, right? I'm at that platform. I'm at that point in my life where I can be that platform for someone else, right? I can give someone an opportunity for their voices to be heard, right? I know a lot of people who would want to have an opportunity to grow, right? What's it for me to not let them have that opportunity?
Yeah.
Right? Knowing that we have a platform, knowing that we have a venue that can give them that opportunity. How amazing would that feel, knowing that you gave them that first shot, right? Like, shout outs to Reverb, right?
Yes.
Right? I would, like, real talk also, I wouldn't have known Elamina and Doza. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Shout out to Elamino and Doza for creating Cebu, right? Even I think it was Spaghetti. Spaghetti. There you go. I didn't hear that until they came to me. It's like, I have a song I want you to listen to. I'm like, bro, don't make me hear it. I want everyone to hear it in trademark first.
Then they went with Damned. Then Cebu.
Yep. It's so good. Right? Trademark, sorry, let me rephrase that. Hot Sauce is about to celebrate a 2nd year anniversary. I'm already thinking, what kind of artists am I going to be highlighting? What kind of singers I'm going to be highlighting? What kind of DJs I want to be highlighting next? Bro, I'm thinking, oh man, there's just such a love letter for me to give. It really is a love letter for me. That's what Hot Sauce is to me. You want to leave, again, to answer your question, it's something that I definitely want to leave for the next generation, or to leave a mark that says, okay, Patrick Rizarri, it's this one. Even with like my accomplishments, I hate talking about myself in the third person, like when I did this, when I did that, but people will know me as the battle DJ. People know me, the guy from the radio, the guy from TV, right? The guy from movies and whatnot. But it doesn't change the fact that if you get to know me, this is who I am, right?
Yes,
no
sir.
bullshit, no drama.
Let's talk about naman Patrick Rizarri as a head DJ.
Yep.
So how are you as a head DJ?
It started, actually, I got a lot of praise and a lot of backlash at the same time when I first moved back to Cebu. Because when I became a head DJ, it wasn't for the right reasons, in a sense. I don't know if I said that right. Because I moved back obviously because of the pandemic, right? And I was the musical director for this club in the club I was working for. And in order for me to obviously take care of the family, take care of myself, move on with the growth of everybody else, it was more selfish than anything, right?
Yeah.
For the wrong reasons. I wanted, obviously, when I got back to the Philippines, I wanted a job. I want to make sure that everything's all taken care of. Social media was pretty much everything, right? Live streaming. I remember Kumu. I remember Twitch was going through a lot of different changes to make sure that music was allowed but not recorded, right? But then, I mean, the conversation can go on and on about, live streaming and especially in that kind of world right now with technology and rules and regulations of in-app purchases or whatever. But it's also about monetary supplements. It's all about, provisions for yourself and making sure that you're taken care of, your family's taken care of. So again, for personal reasons, I wanted to make sure that I have a stable job for my family. Real talk though, I've been working as early as I was 14 years old, making sure that everybody gets paid. Everybody is taken care of, right? If it's not for my dog, if it's not for my son, it's not for my daughter, it's for my family, right? Yeah. You want to make sure that everyone's fed. Everyone has a roof on their heads. Everyone, that's for me, that's Patrick Rizarri, plain and simple, provider, right? You want to make sure that everyone is taken care of. Yeah. When it comes to me being a head DJ, to answer your question, it was a struggle. Because imagine people in the industry who's in Cebu for so long, and here comes Patrick Rizarri coming from Hong Kong a few years back, all of a sudden, promotion? No. If you were going to be talking about the backlashes of that, that's where, again, the controversy comes in. That's where it comes into play as, in a sense, jealousy or envious. I want to choose the word envy because jealousy is such a harsh word, right? I wouldn't even put that on my worst enemy to think about jealousy because let's face it, we're all here to grow, right? As a head DJ, sure, the dynamic becomes different now. Yeah. Instead of being your peer, I'm your boss, right? But at the end of the day, when the clock starts, I'm your boss. When the clock stops, I'm your friend, right? That's professionalism for me.
Yeah.
I would much rather live a life with structure like that than live a life with chaos. Because without order, what's the whole point of you being an amazing DJ when you don't know the real ups and downs? Yeah, right? As much as I love coloring, you need to color within the lines. Yeah. If you're coloring like this nonstop, you might as well just grab a fucking ball paint and just shoot the fucking paper. You know what I mean? Yeah. That doesn't make sense no more. If I'm supposed to draw or paint, if I'm supposed to paint the Mona Lisa, right? I'm not supposed to throw a fucking time bomb of like different multiple colors or pray to God that I'll get a tin can and get it right. There's brush strokes, there's structure, there's organization, there's
technicality should be there,
right? And that's where I come in as a head DJ. You want to have structure. You want to have someone where you, as much as funny as it is, you have to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to DJ in your establishment, that you're responsible for giving the DJs an opportunity to DJ, right? As I say that, you also have to make sure that not only you are creating an environment, but you're also creating a vibe. You're putting this DJ on opening set, you're putting this DJ in prime time, you're putting this DJ in closing. Why? Because they're good at DJing for prime time. They're good for DJs. They're good to DJ in closing. They're amazing opening DJs, right? And let's face it, some warm-up DJs are not good for prime time. Yeah. Right? Sorry if it doesn't work for you, but that's how the cookie crumbles.
May kanya-kanyang strength no?
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. Like, if I were to choose between the three sets, opening, prime, and closing, Give me closing.
Same shit. Give me
Give
five.
me closing.
Yes,
Give
sir.
me closing.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because I want them to have that one more drink moment.
Yeah.
Do you know what that
Yeah.
means? Guys, I love this song. Tara,
Isa
one more
pa.
drink. Isa pa.
Yeah, kasi alanganing oras na.
Yeah.
Closing. Everybody's gonna go out.
Everybody's gonna go out.
Yeah.
Same
After.
concept like with Sinulog. We were supposed to finish at 6. God knows what time we finished, bro. One more song. One more song. One more song. My wife right now is like literally, it's like one more song. Keep going.
At
Keep going.
Base and Bacon, since they were on fire, they
Yeah.
wanted a 30-minute extension.
Keep going. You keep going, right? Again, when you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah.
Right? When you're in the zone, you're in the zone. But you also have to understand that I don't want to be stepping on your toes. I don't want to be stepping on somebody else's time.
Yeah.
Kasi syempre naman, they want that opportunity also.
Yeah.
They want to have that. If it's a mutual understanding, then that's fine for me. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm coming in, my turn. No, that's not it. That's an abuse of power now for
Yeah.
me.
Because it's
Right?
always etiquette. You would say, how many songs? One,
Last two,
Last
yeah.
two. Last three.
It's like that. I want. Oh, bro, I'll share the story. Can we bleep out some stuff?
Yeah,
though?
sure.
I will say this though. There's this one fucking DJ in Hong Kong. I didn't know that he was supposed to DJ because we weren't instructed. Only to find out he stormed into the club. He yanked out my USB cable in my laptop. He plugged his own. All right, guys, now let's fucking party. I'm like, what the fuck?
It
just
was still
happened?
your set.
And it was still my set. I think it was a 2.5-hour set. In Hong Kong, we either play for 2.5 hours or we play the whole night. One DJ the whole night or two. Minsan ano, tatlo. But that's where like when there's like a guest DJ lang. Anyways, this guy just walks in. He yanks out my cable. He plugs it in. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, all right, cool. I asked our musical director. I'm like, what's going on? Pat, that's not what's supposed to happen. I'm like, what do you mean? He's not scheduled in to DJ. Oh yeah, because it's supposed to be my time. Yeah, go ahead. As a senior DJ, tell him what's up.
Okay.
I walked in. I plugged this cable back out. I plugged it back in. All right. Now it's really time to DJ.
Shit. Yeah. I get
I'm
you.
like, bro, real talk. He took out his cable, but he didn't take out my vinyls or my needles. So I'm like, motherfucker, you are going to be ruining my shit? Mm-mm.
What
No,
was
thank
his
you.
reaction?
I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I could do this.
Okay. Yeah, embarrassed type shit.
It takes a lot of balls to
Yeah.
be in this kind of industry. You can't be a softie, right? Just like what you said on our last time. You're going to get chewed out, eaten up. What was the line again?
Shoot out,
Right? And you spit and chewed out again, right? This was my test. And I'm like, this motherfucker. Right? When I told him that story, when I told Ed that story, I was like, yeah, you need to be a head DJ here. You need to be the senior here. Not only do you have experience, but you went through the shit.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, no hate on my other fellow colleagues in the DJ industry, but if you got it, you got it. If you don't, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Right? You also have to understand that there's a lot of DJs out there that wants to have that opportunity. My question to you is, did you take that first step?
Yeah. Diba?
If you didn't, what's stopping you? Right? If you needed someone to be a fallback to make yourself look good,
Nah.
that's cheating. Right? That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not fair either. But it doesn't change the fact that if you are going to be genuine with yourself, you good.
You good.
Right? Like you
You
good,
good.
bro? You sure you want to DJ like this? You want to move on with your career like this? Pulling someone down to make yourself look good?
Yeah.
No.
How do you sleep at night?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
something that's going to make you
Yes.
feel good? Is that something
yeah.
going to make you, wake up the next day
Yeah.
feeling like I'm the fucking best DJ in the
Yes, sir.
world?
Yes, sir.
Like, nah, bro. You want to be everyone's favorite? Sure. You want to be everyone's favorite DJ? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But my question, does that make you genuine with
Genuine.
yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Are you being real with yourself? Right? I'd rather be that guy where as much as I'm making waves, but let's face it, when there's growth, there's resistance,
Yeah.
right? When there's reflection, right? When there's brightness, right? When there's a big bright light in front of you, what's behind you? A shadow.
Yeah.
Right? Darkness. The evil behind you. All the haters, all the drama.
Diba nga sabi nga ni Denzel, parang the moment na, basta pa yung, ano to, yung issue to sa Oscars with Will.
Yep.
May sinabi siya kay Denzel, may sinabi si Denzel kay Will na parang, ay, the moment that you're at top, that's when the devil comes talking. Parang ganun.
That's why, again, I don't want to be the best. Right? As funny as it is, I don't ever want to be the best. If I'm going to be the best, what does that mean? I'm at the top.
Yeah.
There's no growth for me. Guess what? That means you're going down.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the best. I want to be better.
Yeah.
You know what that means for me? I don't care if I'm not the number one DJ in Cebu, in the Philippines, or whatever. I just want to be better. That doesn't mean that I want to be better than you. I want to be better than you. I want to be better
than yourself yesterday.
Damn right. You know why? Because imagine this. You started DJing for what? Because you want to learn how to DJ.
Yeah.
Let's face it, right? Why do you want to be a DJ? Because you love music. Now that you know how to DJ, what's the next step for you? I want to learn how to use CDJs. I want to learn how to use the newer equipments. Once you know how to use these other equipments, what's next? What about another brand? What about another genre?
Yeah.
Right? So if it's not CDJs, it's turntables. If it's not turntables, it's 45s. If it's not 45s, how did you start? Cassette tapes? Did you start with CDs? Did you start with
Mga 8 tracks, no?
Bro, dead
Hell,
ass,
you would
bro.
use
It's fucking crazy.
CD
stuff.
players, like using the remote.
Fun fact, my very first experience with CDJs was a 500, bro. The fucking flip top black box, bro.
Oh,
I
shit.
started with that shit. I was burning CDs, bro. Right? In Pipeline, by the way, that's the spot I was talking about with Mark G. Bro, it was a 100S model. Pioneer CDJ 100S model. Sorry, 100. It was a black jog wheel. It wasn't silver pa. With that, bro, pressing Q, the moment you press it again, it goes off. When you press play, it doesn't stop like how we have it with vinyl mode.
Yeah.
CDJ mode, it was still play on that part. So all of that, bro. And I'm like, this is not how it sounds like when you DJ with turntables, when you play with vinyls. Because the moment you press stop, it slows down like a motor. It's actual analog.
Yeah.
Right? So you physically stop the vinyl.
Yeah.
With digital, just like that lang. Now with modern technology, you can mimic turntables with CDJs.
Yeah.
That's why like a lot of people want to learn the original concept of DJing, which is obviously with vinyls.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, shout outs to Cool Herc, Africa Mabata, you know, to the real OGs, and I'm sure I missed out a couple of names of the founding fathers of hip hop. But these were the guys that really paved the way moving forward. You know, Grandmaster Flash with the quick mix theory, right? Jazzy Jeff with the transform and the chirps, right? I mean, shout out to my boy Q for all these amazing crab
scratching.
the crab technique,
Hubert,
right?
man.
Hubert with oh god, with not just him, with all of his funny quips, man. Shout outs to Super Seal, if you know, you know, right? I love the history of DJing, but it also makes me realize that I have to understand that with the originality and the fundamentals of hip hop, you have to embrace what's going to be happening next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eto, I wanna dig more into you as the head DJ of Trademark.
Yep.
Siyempre, being a head DJ is your responsibility to curate the night, curate the DJs, and also, how do you say this? Preserve the kind of music,
Yep.
the brand of music
Yeah.
that the venue has. So, can you tell us more about that?
Sure. Trademark in its essence is, again, California influence in Cebu, right?
Yes, sir.
This San Francisco,
Bay
SF,
Area
the
type
Bay
shit.
Yeah.
shit
When you
every
got bottle
day.
service right
Yep.
in front of you.
Here's the thing. As much as I love the Western cultures, you also have to understand that we're doing this for the Philippines. We're doing
Yeah.
this for Cebu. So what kind of elements can we bring into Cebu? Siyempre, as we talked about, the bottle service, the kind of sounds. But it doesn't mean that we're going to be playing it all night long.
Yeah.
Because siyempre, I don't want to alienate the crowd. Because again, it's for them. So as much as it is 30% or 50% hip hop, 50% open format, I want to say that we're more 70% hip hop, 30% open format. What I mean is play Afro beats, play R&B, play amapiano, play a little bit of house. Don't play trap. Don't play super dark stuff. Why? Because how much you want to bet in a crowd of 300 people, maybe 1 or 2 people would know that. So what happens if you play that for that one person? You're alienating 90% of everybody else. That's not how it works, bro. Right?
Awkward, you know.
It's
I've tried that before.
It'll be like, yeah, I love this song.
Then here
Why?
comes one song.
Where's everyone? Like, everyone fucking left because you're alienated the crowd.
Yeah.
If you are DJing for them, why are you doing that? You should be entertaining them because if you did your research, what trademark sounds like, what the trademark sound is, you go there. I'm here to listen to the newest songs. I'm here to listen to the sing-alongs. I want to hear Keisha Cole, Love.
Yeah.
Then I want to sing it on the top of my lungs, right? You know who you're talking to. As much as I want to introduce newer songs, as much as I want to bring out the newer genres, you have to also make sure that you're playing it for the right environment. You have to play it for the right time. I mean, talaga, right? Exactly. To answer your question, trademark is more 70% hip hop, right? 30% open format. As much as everybody else is more 50-50, I have this vision for trademark where, and I'm Ed will back me up on this too, and the rest of the trademark operations staff. The whole concept is to influence the vibe. To remember that you're not just here in Cebu, you're here to have fun.
Yeah.
Right? What I mean is, I don't care. That's too harsh now. It won't matter if you're in Cebu or not. When you come to trademark, you're home. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's the vibe I want to give. As much as we're in Cebu, we're playing Bay, right? We're giving it to the Bay. We're giving it to the California love, right? We're giving it to the people that loves hip hop. If you understand the history of hip hop, we give that to you. If you want Candy Rain, we got you.
Yes,
If you want Purple Rain, we got you, right? If you understand, Big L, rest in peace. If you understand that terminology, we got you, right? If you love to blow the whistle, we got you.
Yes, sir.
If you love purple, you got grapes.
Yes, sir.
That's the real terminology. If you don't know it, that's okay. Why? Because we're not alienating you.
Yeah.
But if you know it, welcome home.
Yeah.
That's the vibe we want to give, right? I'm sure there's other ways to explain it, but that's the best way to describe it for me.
Exactly.
Right? If you want to DJ and trademark, welcome home.
Yeah.
But you have to understand too that home is different for everybody else, right? Home could be, again, it sounds funny. Home could be a 2-bedroom apartment. Home could be a townhouse.
Yeah.
And what I mean by townhouse, it's Afro beats. When I mean by a 2-story apartment, it's hip hop, right? You love sing-alongs. You love Beyonce. You love Ariana Grande. You love Taylor Swift. By all means, listen. It's here.
Let's get it.
Right? Now imagine. So I can see it in your eyes now. I'm fucking loving this shit.
Yeah.
Right? Now imagine originality comes with remix. Right? I'm not hating on remixes. I'm not hating on mashups. I'm not hating on edits because I'm welcoming that 100%. But it doesn't change the fact that once you start playing something that's unfamiliar to the crowd, automatically that's a big no-no. Why? Because you're alienating them.
Yeah.
Right? If they love Usher, yeah. Right? They know the whole notes from top to bottom, from start to finish. If you play a different version, I'm not dancing to it anymore.
Yeah.
It's like that meme, like that. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. That one kid dancing in that Turned Down for What, and all of a sudden it was Dancing Queen. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That reaction there, it's like you alienated that one person, right? Imagine
Yung
you put that-
disappointment sa mukha yung...
He's like, what did you do? Now imagine that on a bigger scale in a big club, and you alienated 90% of the crowd because you did a different remix or a rap mashup over the expected song.
Yeah.
That's different now. I'm not saying that trademark is expecting. You're expected to listen to these kind of songs. No, you're expected to come home. That's the vibe I want to give out.
Yeah.
Right? Again, no pun intended. Daddy's home. right? I love playing that song no matter what. Why? Because it makes them sing along.
Yeah.
It's a familiar song to them, and it's close to my heart because, hey, guess what?
Daddy's home. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I get it.
Would like to ask
Sure.
this, because what I noticed earlier, you've been paying homage to a lot of DJs. So, how is it important to you to pay homage to those before you?
Oh man, that is so fundamental to me.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because again, if it wasn't for these people who paved the way to DJing, how did you get into the industry to begin
yes.
with? Right? Like, if it wasn't for like influences, for me, like my Mount Rushmore of DJs, to really answer the question back in episode 1, because I really thought about that. Jazzy Jeff, number one, right? Next to it would be Trentino.
Okay.
So Trentino's my boy from Chicago, right? I love that guy, bro. He's short, but bro, he's a titan in his own right, right? He for me was the biggest inspiration for DJing. If it wasn't for him doing the 1 minute man routine with Red Bull 3 style, I wouldn't be a Red Bull 3 style DJ whatsoever. So shout outs to you, Trentino, bro. I fucking miss you guys. If you guys go, please check him out. He has he just launched a brand new single on Spotify. Go check it out, please. It's so dope. My Mount Rushmore DJ, I have 3, right? So it's Jazzy Jeff, Trentino, right? Guess what? Who's number 3?
Who?
Can you guess?
Hubert.
Who else? If it's
Medina.
it's Miles.
Oh.
Q's my homeboy, right? Miles is just he's right there along Q. But Q was so creative, right? I don't like saying that he's ahead of his time when it comes to DJing, but his creativity is what got me really thinking about DJing. His patterns, right? His scratching didn't even sound like patterns. He sounded like he was singing as a DJ.
His creativity paved the way
Correct.
for the
Right?
whole DJ industry, man. It paved the way.
For local scenes, oh man. For national artists, I have to say for sure Mark Ginto. I have to say Aryan Magat.
Yes, sir.
I have to
Shout outs
say-
Tito Arian.
Oh man. Who really paved the way for me to really start DJing? Who really inspired me? Yeah, I'd
Person
say
Bliss.
Oh yeah, shout out to my boy Jared. He's like, here's the thing. Once you start learning how to be creative, right? And here's the thing. You can be creative, but you cut that bullshit. Right? You play it for you. I don't care. Again, like, combo-wise, off topic a little bit. Combo-wise, I play APT by Bruno Mars and Lisa, and I go straight to Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. Why? Same drum line.
Yes.
Right? Guess what? Right after that, guess what do I play? Hey Mickey. Guess what I play after that? Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne. What do I play right after that? Hey Ya by Outkast 3000.
It's about the progression,
same-
It's
it's
about
the
the
same
progression
drum
of the
pattern.
set.
It's the same drum pattern, right? Right?
Different genres, but
Different
same
genres.
drum patterns.
It's pop, it's country, it's hip hop, but it still doesn't change the fact that the original foundation is still genuine. That's my point, right? So imagine these kind of people that really paved the way moving forward. Aryan Magat really just changed the way how he DJ'd. And mind you, he DJs hamster style, right? He doesn't play with an open fader, he closes it first. So it's reversed.
Yeah.
Right? I've never seen someone DJ like that outside of Qbert. And I'm like, how does he do that?
Pansin ko when he posts videos on Facebook, sabi ko, ha? It's really chirping kasi reverse eh.
Oh,
Sorry. Damn.
Oof.
Okay. My bad.
This is brought to you by Casetify.
Shout outs to Reverb Cebu. Yeah.
But here, okay, so like, what about? Let me ask you this though: when you start DJing, syempre, there's always going to be people that you see as role models.
Yeah.
Right. Those two guys for me were like role models to me because let's face it, if it wasn't for them showing me the way, again, outside of like some of the OGs like John Areno, Wara Balye, Maxi Perez, DJ Benny, DJ Rolly, rest in peace. These were the guys that really showed me the way of like how, not just how the DJing world works, but how the industry is too.
Yeah.
Right? How dark it can be, how amazing it could be, how weird it could be. right? But it also shows me how that when there's darkness, there's light.
Yeah.
Right? When there's bad things, there's also good things too. Separate my benefits, separate my perks, but there's always things like there's always going to be like that little gremlin behind them. Like, oh, there's like a hidden desire, if you will. But it doesn't change the fact that once you understand how to navigate through life in the world of DJing, what's going to stop you?
Yeah.
Right? Why would you want to be in an industry where you know that you're going to be used in a way that you're going to be abused, lied, stolen, blah, 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 just for this little bit of success?
Yeah.
If you know it's worth it, then you go for it, right? I'm not saying to be abused.
Yeah.
I'm saying that you need to understand that in this industry, no matter what the case may be, you have to understand that you need to be genuine with yourself. You need to be real with yourself. And you have to accept that, yeah, there's always going to be people that's going to be pulling you down to make themselves look good. Or they're going to use you as an example that this is the opportunity to be a fucking amazing DJ. And I want to be there right beside that guy.
Yes, sir.
So it's up to you to be the guy who's going to be the fall victim or you to be the role model.
Yeah.
Who you going to be?
Yes, sir.
Right? I'd rather be the guy who's going to be the role model and let all the haters play victims that, oh, this guy's not worth it. This guy's not doing this. This guy's not that. He's not with the right credentials or and so on and so forth. It's a battle that's always going to be consistently happening. But guess what? I'm here to fight.
Yes, sir.
I love beef.
Square up.
I love beef.
We love beef, we love controversy. And speaking about that, parang medyo nakukulangan pa ako sa spiciness ng mga conversation.
Oh my God!
Feeling ko di ko pa nabibigyan ng magandang views si Jared eh. Kailangan may magandang views pa tayo ibigay kay Direk eh.
Our clips are fucking viral, bro.
Yeah. O, kamusta pala, kamusta mga, what do you call this? Kamusta ang numbers nun, Tito Ja?
Hello, Insights.
Yeah.
Dear Insights.
Is it good? Is it good? Is there room for improvement?
I love how we know it's gonna be like subtitles in the back. It's good.
It's good, man. Pero yeah, so with that being said, I got a question. Pop-up question.
Sure.
We know that there are DJs that have gone the traditional way, the right way, mentored the right way, not just in skills, but, on how to move in the industry.
Yep.
And there are DJs that skyrocketed up just because of politics.
Yep.
What's your take on that?
Here's the thing. I can't really say anything about the people who skyrocketed in a way that they got so much more successful than anybody else who went through the fundamentals, the traditional way, the old school way.
Yeah.
That's not my case to say because, for one, I never experienced that.
Yeah.
Right? I'll tell you on my end where I came in when everyone didn't want me to be a DJ.
Yeah.
Real talk. Nobody really wanted me to DJ, and no one really gave me an opportunity to DJ. If it wasn't for Mark G, if it wasn't for Maxi Perez for telling me, like, hey, go DJ in Voodoo for a couple hours while everyone's hanging out. Here's my vinyls. Go have fun. And I'm just there to learn how to mix from point A to point B. And I'm learning, okay, this is low, mid, high. This is tempo, right? That's the old school way.
Yeah.
With people going through what? The fast track with popularity votes. You're the boyfriend of whoever. You're the girlfriend of whoever.
Yeah.
You're the son of whoever, right? Sure, maybe that's your way of getting famous. Sure, that's your way of getting gigs, right? That's your way of getting paper versus everyone else's. Sure, everyone has their own way of getting into the industry, right? But there's no such thing as a proper formula, right? Just like there's no proper formula to really DJ.
Yeah.
Right? Syempre, there's the rule of 16, the rule of 8, the rule of double tempo, blah, 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 blah. But the point is, how did you get into the industry?
Yeah.
Is always going to cause a controversy. It's always going to stir up some issues and drama. I have no problem with someone being so much more famous than me. I don't care if this person has 10,000 followers or 10 followers. If you're that good as a DJ, why am I not giving you an opportunity?
As long as you deliver.
Yeah, right? Let's put it this way. I don't know how many followers I have on social media. Let's say I have 20,000 followers on social media. And I will say, if you book me here, 20,000 followers will listen and know that I'm going to be DJing in this spot.
Yeah.
True, right? But question is, who's going to show up?
Yeah.
Right? I believe in the world. I believe in the world of 10%. Not the world. The rule of 10%. Let me explain that. In the rule of 10%, you say I'm inviting 1,000 people, right, to my event coming Saturday or whatever, right? 10% will show up. Why? Because 10% of the people are the ones that want to go there because they really follow you.
Yeah.
They really support you.
Yeah.
The 90% there, they're the ones that's watching, right? I love this concept where if you post an actual story, you'll have 1,000 views. But if you post on your Instagram feed or your social media feed, you'll get 10 likes.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Marami
Not a
na
lot of
nanonood.
people will like you, but everyone's watching.
Yeah.
So that's the 10% rule. So imagine your 10% of the people that you're inviting, they're going to your events.
Yes, sir.
When they go there, guess what? 50% or 10% are spending. So what does that mean? Politics again. The bar sales are going to be that much. So in a sense, as a bar owner, as a manager, as a musical director, now I have to play by numbers. Because why? I don't care about politics, about you being a friend or you being a better DJ. I care about results.
Yes, sir.
Right? So what does that mean? It could be bar sales. It could be responses. It could be the kind of results that I'm actually looking for in the industry.
Feedbacks.
Correct. I love this DJ, but he's always late. I love this DJ, but he's a crazy alcoholic. He's drinking all of his time. I love this DJ, but my signing bill is through the roof. I love this DJ, but yung TF niya sobrang mahal.
Yeah.
Sobrang taas. So if I were to book a DJ that's $2,000 and the bill for him, flights, blah, 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 is this much. My engagement, my bar sales, my table reservations are this much.
Yeah.
Versus a DJ, $1.5, $2.5, $50, right? $100. Let's say $3.5, $4.5. Is it $100, $4.5 right now? Let's say 5K.
5K.
Let's say 5K, standard rate, right? You get paid $100, and then your bookings are through the roof. Half the VIP, maybe 2 or 3 main table, but the moment you play, you know that it's not just walk-ins.
Yeah.
It's not sheer luck. People come to watch you DJ, right? Because why? Guys, I'm celebrating my first time DJing in Trademark or wherever the place may be. Right? I'm using Trademark as an example. Hey guys, I'm DJing in Trademark. If you guys want to watch me DJ and watch me introduce my brand new single or something like that, you're promoting yourself, right? That 10% will watch there and come to show you. Book your tables now, right? Now imagine you start touring around. Guys, I'm going to start going to Taiwan. I'm going to Thailand. I'm going to Japan. It's not, now, obviously, not everyone has a fucking bank account like Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be booking 1 ticket, 2 tickets. And out of those 2 tickets, they're going to be there for 1 night instead of your 3 nights in Japan. Now, that's a numbers game now. We can talk about that, so on and so forth, but it's a delicate topic. It's a very, very delicate topic. Because why? There's a thing where you talk about the politics of bar sales and the politics of booking DJs, right? It's a very... It feels like I'm tipping on or stepping on eggshells, but you have to do the dance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dance the Nickling for all I care for booking DJs. Because why? Because every DJ doesn't have the same strengths as everybody else.
Yeah.
Right? Again, I talked about some DJs are better as opening DJs. They're great for closing. Some are super dope as primetime DJs. Right? Take for example, you don't really get to see me play opening sets anymore. Because I have, in my repertoire of DJs, I know there's so many more DJs that are so much more knowledgeable in the opening sets. Or I book these guys strategically because not only do they come early, the people that want to watch them DJ early, they show up earlier. So what? The clubs look fuller. The clubs look packed. The clubs starts getting a vibe closer and faster. So again, you're playing chess in a checkers game. You don't want to play blackjack when you're knowing that you're supposed to playing baccarat. You know what I mean? You want to have an idea where at the end of the day, you're making moves to keep your establishment moving forward. You don't want the train to stop. You want to make them grow. Syempre, you want to have, as a musical director, you want to make sure that not only do you want to have a job, but so does everybody else.
Yeah.
Right? And when there's complaints from the DJs, who does that go to? Me, as musical director.
Yeah.
And who do I talk to? Oh, who do they talk to in front of the owners? Who talks to the bar owners? Who talks to the managers, the promoters? I have to.
Yeah.
I speak for the DJs. Why? Because it's my responsibility for them to be heard.
Yeah.
It's my responsibility for them to understand that their voices can be heard and their requests can be honored.
Adigi.
Syempre, you can't be a person where ang daming responsibilities but you don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
You want to be someone that, syempre, you want to be someone that's reliable also.
Yes.
Right? And I will say this in full confidence, if they don't have confidence in me being their voice as a musical director, or if they have problems and if we can't meet them in the middle, I have failed as a manager. I have failed as someone to take care of my DJs. I have failed as a person in my craft, in my industry. So, ibig sabihin, I'm not reliable anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible enough. I'm not taking care of my individuals, my staff, my colleagues, my coworkers. Right? Ang sayang naman yung opportunity for me to make them grow.
Yeah.
So, yes, being a musical director, being a senior DJ, being a head DJ, or being a DJ as is, right? You are still part of the working force.
Yeah.
Right? If this was like the army, every person counts.
Yeah.
Syempre, yung mga managers, sa mga generals, mga lieutenants, majors, captains, all of that, that's just rank. Right?
Yeah.
But each and every one of them has responsibilities. Each and every one of them has duties to fulfill.
Exactly.
Everyone has results.
Exactly.
So, yes, all privates, all primetime DJs can do primetime, but can all opening DJs close? Can all opening DJs do primetime?
Exactly.
Can primetime DJs open?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Syempre mga ego na yun. That's like
Yeah.
that's the topic of like pride. That's the
Yeah.
topic of egos now. But oh man, what time do we got, bro? Like, we can go on and on about this. This is more about having that opportunity for the DJs to really stretch their legs.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, some DJs, they just want to really do showcase sets.
Yeah.
So that's okay. I can't really put you as a opening DJ because you just want to show off like the hottest songs, do bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers. Or I want to be a closing DJ because I want them to know me for the songs that I play for them.
Yeah.
Right? Again, concept. One more song, one more drink, guys. Leave this. So what does that mean? More sales, extension, even for the bar staff, guys. Overtime, more money for us. Yay!
Tsaka feel ko mas matatandaan ka ng tao eh.
No,
But it's also again, it's how fucking amazing would it be to know that when you're doing your job right, not only do you get paid, but you get praise as well.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's
Right
not like I
after
did this. Okay, cool. I got paid. Now what? No, I got paid, and guess what? Here's your invitation to the next gig.
Yeah.
Here's my card. I'm from this. Would you like to DJ here? So now opportunity comes. Now you have a chance to grow in your industry, right? So imagine you're a backup dancer for 10 years. You've never had an opportunity to perform. And then someone finds you on YouTube, someone finds you on or whatever social media, or just someone finds your audition tape somewhere. Let's give this guy an opportunity. You give him that opportunity, guess what? You're performing in a big ass art school. You're teaching. You're being now you're the backup dancer for Justin Timberlake or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? You're the lead choreographer for, Chris Brown or whatever, right? Now imagine that in the DJ world. You started off in your bedroom. You started off producing 1 song, 2 songs. You never had the guts to upload it. Why? That's your excuse.
Yeah.
XYZ, ABC, whatever. The moment you do, you take that first step, guess what? You are in the next level in your career. Because you took that first step. The people that you know that's around you, that's not your friends anymore. That's your colleagues.
Yes, sir.
You know what that means? Like, guess what? when they're your colleagues, that's not competition. Shepherd, there's friendly rivalry. Like there's no denying that. But when there's friendly rivalry, that means I need to be better than you. You need to be better than me. We need to grow together.
So, nangyayari, pareho kayong maangat.
Parang nag-complementar.
Yeah.
Nag-complement kayo
Yeah.
each other.
I'm not saying that I have to drag you. I'm not saying that you need to drag me. Because some DJs, some people are already in a drowning situation. If you try to help them and they pull you down too, that's not help anymore. You're getting yourself drowned. Instead of saving one life, you're losing two.
Yeah.
It's about growth and self-acceptance now. If you're not going to be able to be open about, or sorry, let me rephrase that. If you're not okay, or if you're not willing to accept the fact that you need help, or you are taking growth, what's the whole point of growing now?
Yeah.
Diba? So that's pride. That's ego. That's something where at the end of the day, that's not help anymore. You don't need help. You need something else. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. And we are back again. Here at Cebu City. Here at Redeem.
Yes, sir.
With Patrick Rizarri.
Redeem, baby.
Redeem.
Yes, sir. Redeem.
Hey, real talk though, Redeem, bro. Like, shout outs to Boots and them, man.
Yeah.
These guys have been amazing friends and amazing supporters for Trademark.
Yeah.
They're family to us, right? I mean, if you notice, I have a Trademark tattoo. It's Boots is the one who did this, right? Anybody who has a Trademark tattoo, it's from Boots and the Redeem team.
Damn.
These guys are real supporters. These guys are real, genuine people. I love these guys to death, man. Shout out to Boots. Thank you for letting us have your time and here having it here and having this episode here in Redeem Tattoo, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much. Thank you so much. So, I got one more juicy question, man.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, let's
So
go.
This question, I don't know. I think everyone's aware naman that, you know, the industry, some parts of the industry na they're demanding DJs na with followers,
Okay.
high reach, sikat sa TikTok.
Yeah.
Yep.
But di ko naman sinasabing yung mga ganun DJs, they don't have the talent. They
Okay.
don't have the DJ talent. But you know, ayun na yung fina-focus nung industry mismo, nung
Yeah.
bookers, nung organizers. Hindi na nila tinitignan yung talent mismo as a DJ.
Yep.
What's your take on that?
Remember what I said on the previous episode?
Excuse me. Wait.
Relevance and discoverability.
Yes.
We're talking about discoverability now.
Yeah.
The amount of followers, the kind of people that you can bring, the
Yeah.
kind of followers that are willing to have, the kind of followers that have big, deep pockets to spend for the events, to spend for tickets, for table reservations, for flights, or whatever. That's discoverability. Even relevance is your talent.
Yeah.
Right? If we're going to be talking about talent, talent will take you so far. Let's say here. But without dedication, discipline, the hard work that you're going to be going through, right? That's that next step, right? You want to be, this is where everybody else, you want to be here.
Yeah.
In order for you to go there, what's the next step? Growth.
Growth.
That's where relevance and discoverability is the big deal for me. Syempre, like,
Excuse me.
bless you. Syempre, there's controversy no matter what when people start saying, yeah, I have this many followers, I have this many, engagements in my insights. You can show it, you can see it through there. But at the end of the day, if you're there for a popularity event, sure, that's what the event wants. But if they want a DJ that knows how to do this for that for the culture, they know what they're doing. The bookers, the promoters, they know what they're doing. And if they're going through a route where they're choosing followers, they're choosing a pretty face versus talent. You're not looking for a DJ. You're looking for, a Spotify with a face. You know what I mean? Right? Quote me on that if all you want. But at the end of the day, if you want to be Paris Hilton, go be it.
Yeah.
Right? If you want someone to look like Paris Hilton, go DJ. But if you want the real DJ who's actually doing this underneath the fucking booth, hi, my name's Patrick Rizarri. What's up?
Networking, man.
Right? You have to understand, again, where, again, I sound like a broken record. talent will take you so far, right? Will be here. If you want to be where you really want to be, or when you know that you can take the next step, discipline, hard work, and discipline.
Yes,
Again,
exactly.
Yes.
you want to have again you want to have that hunger, and you need to stay hungry in this industry, because if you're comfortable, that means your guard is down.
Yeah.
And if your guard is down, guess what? The wolves behind you are ready to pounce. And guess what? They're going to take your food, bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And what happens if you take your food? You get hungry again.
Rotation,
you lost that-
rotation,
you lost that.
rotation. Yeah.
That opportunity. Maybe you lost your residency. Maybe you lost, God forbid, your home, your, a girlfriend or whatever. Now you want to be hungry to be in the industry again, or whatever the case may be. That sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But like, you want to understand that, yeah, it's a never ending cycle being in this industry, but you also have to realize that in this industry, the train doesn't stop. There's something that they want. Yeah, sure. Maybe they want someone with a pretty face. Maybe they want a female DJ. Maybe they want a turntable DJ. Maybe they want someone who's 500 pesos. Maybe they want someone who has with a budget of $200,000. Right? The budget's always going to be there. That's always going to be a very delicate topic. But that doesn't change the fact that some DJs can get an opportunity to DJ for this platform because this guy deserves it.
Yeah.
Right? If the controversy will always be about followers versus like facts, the facts of DJing, right? Sure, I can put my wife with a pair of headphones, make her wear all black, you know what I mean? And then tell her, just press play for this one song. And then when it's on this one, I'll press play again, right? I'll just cover you. That's kind of DJing. But it doesn't change the fact that, oh, okay, but what if I want her to learn, or what if the organizer says she needs to learn how to do this, do that, do this, do that? That's not DJing, that's directing now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. If my hands are up in the air, who's fucking DJing?
Yeah.
Right? Is my dick DJing? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's different now. I want to be true to the craft of DJing. My hands are on the turntables. My hands are on the crossfader. Not where my hands are God knows where else. You know what I mean? Right? You want to be genuine with the craft. You don't want to be faking it either. Right? I'm going to say it. If the organizers want to be fake, let them be fake.
Yeah.
Right? That's not my problem, and that's not my lane, and I'm okay with that. That just means that, okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm going to say no. Bahala, it's 10,000 pesos, 100,000 pesos, 1 million pesos for that gig. I'm not selling myself for that money. If I'm after the money, so be it. But that's not who I am. That's not what I want to do. That's not in my DNA.
That's not my genuine.
Rizarri, not sorry.
Yeah.
And that's 2 hours with Patrick Rizarri.
Oh my God, has it been 2 hours?
Yes, man. And we still got like more.
You got any
17
out
12 hours more for the next.
Hey man,
episode?
I have a very strong feeling this is going to be an ongoing conversation,
Yes,
ongoing
every
podcast.
time we're in Cebu, bro.
Let's fucking do it, bro.
Dude, we should get a series.
Rizarri,
From
not
you.
sorry.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about it.
Hey, let's do it, bro.
Direk is there. Direk.
Hey, also, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jared.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, Tito Ja. So yeah, to formally close this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Patrick Rizarri. Thank you guys so much. Go follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. No, I do not have OnlyFans. Go check out my brand new single called Where on Spotify and also on Apple Music.
Yes, sir. And I'm Kobe's, the kid from Manila making waves with my partner.
Jezreel from the Queen City of the South.
And this is Rebel Broadcast by Midnight Rebels signing off. And we're about to go home. Oh, shit.
Actually,
Okay.
before we give out, we actually have a very special gift for you.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
We have a very special gift.
Dun, 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 dun.
As I mentioned before, because it is the Chinese New Year, I mentioned that I think I already gave you
The
a
notebook.
little snippet. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
little notebook.
Fat Chai.
I'm from Hong Kong, so I say Kong Hei Fa
But
Chai.
I grew up with Mandarin.
That's true. She said. Okay, so again, this is my way of introducing to the world one heart at a time. I'm giving you guys $100. You guys want $100?
Oh shit, yeah.
I'm giving you guys $100.
Oh, an extra.
I'm giving you guys $100.
Fucking
Don't
Thank
spend
you
it all
so
at one
much.
time, bro. No, I'm kidding. This is really it. So again,
The
is some
United
love for you
States of
guys.
Patrice.
I'm giving you guys some love over here.
Thank you
So
so,
please
much,
show
brother.
some love
Thank
to
you so
everybody
much.
else.
Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you.
you. A whole big bunch of other stickers too.
So
I
much.
got one. I got $200 right here.
Mukhang didiretso
From
ako
the
sa
United
Queensland
States
after
of
nito.
Patrice. The United
Yo.
States of Patrice.
So again, showing love to you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so
I'm-
much.
Bro. Let's keep going, bro.
Let's go.
This will not. I promise you, this will not be the last episode.
Yeah. Every time we're in Cebu, that means we are
Matik.
with Patrick Rizarri. Another episode.
Where he's in Manila.
Whenever you're in Manila.
You
Oh
can-
my God, I'm actually.
Yeah, okay.
I can't talk about it. But I signed an NDA. I cannot talk about it.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah, if you
When we
wanna
cut the
invite
live.
people, yeah.
Cut.